What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome to episode 18 of the Bristol Rovers career mode. In this episode we're firstly going to get a transfer offer for Luis Alberto Chavez, our free agent that we brought in at the beginning of the season. He's very unhappy. I'm just going to go ahead and accept that deal because, you know, it will free up some wages, I guess, and he's not a player I'm going to be using. I'm pretty disappointed by most of these free agents that I have signed, and hopefully, you know, I can make some better signings with regards to free agents, but this is what I want to see. Massive signing, absolutely massive signing here. Ryan Gould, and he's only 18 years old, a cam. Fabian Broghammer's out of the club, but we get a player that's probably 5 times as better than him, and that is in the presence of Ryan Gould. I'm also trying to sign James Hansen here because that's another player that people wanted me to sign a few episodes ago, I think that was, and he does indeed accept that contract, and he'll be coming to the club. He'll be a replacement for David Clarkson, who's really not impressed me so far, and you can see the players here. He looks like a really good player. He's got really good heading accuracy, great finishing, really good player as well. And look at these physical stats for Ryan Gould. Great balance, great acceleration, great agility, great sprint speed. Hopefully he'll turn out to be a beast. I've seen potential glitches, I guess you could say, where players haven't actually grown at all despite their potentials being so high. Hopefully that doesn't happen to Ryan Gould. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it's not another Max Meyer, but even if it is, he's still going to be a player that's just going to be playing consistent football, so hopefully that will kind of stimulate his growth and mean that he probably will grow, and it's less likely for him not to grow. But you can see we're sitting in a game here against Bristol Rovers. James Hansen getting his debut goal there, and he was playing very well in this game and already getting a debut goal and managing to get a second one in this game as well. Incredible stuff from James Hansen, getting 2 goals to secure the 3 points for us against Exeter City, and that's another really solid 3 points for us, and still battling at the top of the table. And the next match is going to be Stoke City, and that'll be a very interesting match. But we get another offer here from Shelbourne, and it's for Ollie Clark, and I was very tempted to accept this, but I decided to counter offer for Ollie Clark's actual value, which is 40,000. If I'm going to sell him, might as well sell him for his value. And you know, I've had a few players that have come out or have left the club, I guess, but you can see there Ollie Clark will be leaving for Shelbourne, and that is if he goes through with the contract negotiations. But you can see here I'm bringing in Joe Widdowson, and this guy's got very good potential, and I'm bringing him in with an exchange of Lee Brown, because Lee Brown has disappointed me to hell. He is so poor at left back. I mean, he's made so many mistakes this season. He's been injured. He's not cutting the mustard, really. And you can see there in the top deals, Alaba's gone to Chelsea for 8 million. Is that it? Oh my god, that is absolutely ridiculous. You thought Bayern Munich would have made Chelsea pay a lot more because he's such a great young talent. But, you know, nevertheless, that's all the action from this transfer window, because Sebi Shrivers isn't going to be accepting the contract offer, which is really annoying. I just don't know why EA have put this in where, you know, players just, they love it here, they don't want to move ideally, you know, all of that rubbish. But, you know, nevertheless, I think in the League 2 alone, 8 million has been spent, which is pretty ridiculous if you ask me. But we're going into a squad report here nonetheless, and players improving left, right and centre, and you'll see in a minute Joe Widdowson has already gone up by +1. He's a 62 overall, if I'm right in saying. Yes, he is, and I did get him for an absolute steal because he only had 5 months left on his contract at Northampton, and he's going to be a great player. Glad I've got him in my club, and he'll be playing a lot of games for us. And you can see Shernan Clorcus, he's got some great all-rounded stats. Can't wait for him to grow even more. And Ryan Gould not going up quite yet. Hopefully in the next I guess squad report he will be going up. And James Hansen doing well as well, getting 2 debut goals, and he's 63 overall. Considering I only got him for 220 grand, that is an absolute steal, and his wages are very low as well, which is great to see. Great to know that his wages are low. Look at Shaquille Hunter, +4 this season, and Max Clayton up to 61 overall, which is very good to see. And a lot of players improving left, right and centre. Tom Park's our best centre-back by far. He's very, very good, and surprisingly, Matt Gill up to 59 overall. I think he's been like that for a while now. Despite his physical stats decreasing, his mental stats are increasing slightly, which you would expect for an older player. I think this is the most realistic it's actually ever been with EA and old players, because, you know, I've had it in the past where old players, as soon as they hit 30, boom, they are going down and down and down and down. It's just so unrealistic, and I might make a video on it actually about players decreasing and you know, when to sell players. I don't know, but you can see all of the players here in the squad report, all the ones that are in the reserves, such as Alifi Santos doing alright, and Michael Smith, of course, our first choice right back, up to 62 overall. And maybe I should give Ellis Harrison some more game time. Let me know what you think about that, because he's gone up by +4 this season, which is absolutely ridiculous. Maybe that's a signal that I need to give him some more game time, because if he's getting like such really good potential boosts, then maybe that's a big sign that he's got a lot more to offer for the team, and that's something that I should bear in mind. But you can see here our youth squad monthly report thing. I keep Jamal Payne in there, although I'm probably going to reject him because he hasn't turned out to be the player I thought he would be, and it's better just to leave them in there instead of signing them unless they do have 70 to 94 potential, because that is when you really do know that they're going to be a world-class player in the future, that's for sure. And we're going into this game, though, against Stoke City. This was a very frustrating game to play in because, you know, Stoke City, they are Premier League pedigree, and they have a lot of good players in their team. They've got Arnautovic. He's a really, really solid player in career mode and in this game. And they've also got Peter Crouch and a load of other tall, really strong physically players, and it was a very, very hard match to play against Stoke City because, you know, they've got such a solid team, you know, compared to our team. They are really, really solid. They're probably one of the best we're going to come up against, and you can see here that they should have really taken the lead there in the 8th minute, but it's a poor shot. I'm not sure who that was from. It might have been Walters there, but I'm not 100% sure. It's a poor right-footed shot, and that should have passed Mildenhall, or at least troubled him a little bit more than it did. But nevertheless, I'm not going to complain. If they can't score, then that's fine. But bloody hell, can Arnautovic really swing his foot at that ball. That is a great goal from outside of the box. Really, really great goal, and great team play, to be honest. Really good passing play, which I don't really expect from Stoke. I expect some of the long balls to be going up, maybe hoofing it up the pitch to Peter Crouch, but he wasn't actually playing in this game. I'm pretty sure he was on the bench, but he did come later on in the game and ruin the party for me. Let's just put it that way, and you'll see later on into this game why that is. And we get a shot off there. Ryan Gould really making an instant impact in the team, but unfortunately the shot just isn't good enough. I think that might have been from Hansen, and we do go into half-time 1-0 down thanks to Marko Arnautovic's shot in the early stages of the first half. That was a really good shot. I couldn't take anything away from him. That was a very, very well-worked goal. And they did deserve to be 1-0 up at half-time. They were better than us. It's just that simple. And, you know, maybe we're heading to our first loss in the FA Cup this season. Maybe we are, maybe we're not, but we'll have to find out. You can see there, possession was even, but shots, I felt I was getting a lot more dominating than that, to be honest. And, you know, I only had one shot on target, and that shot really didn't trouble Ruddy whatsoever. And you can see here, in the 48th minute, Charlie Adams here. Wow, that was very close to going, and what a save from Mildenhall that was. That was a fantastic save, although the shot wasn't brilliant. Maybe should have crossed it in, I'm not 100% sure, but it's still a great great decision for Mildenhall to come out off of his line. And it seems like older keepers seem to be a lot better. I remember having Julio Cesar in my QPR career mode. That was on current gen? No, previous gen, I have to say now. On the Xbox 360, he was an absolute god for me when I did have him, but I did transfer him away for the transfer of Raphael, but he was still a good player. But look at this bullshit in the 90th minute, man. I was just on attacking, I was coming back into the game, and Mildenhall, what the fuck are you doing? Seriously, look at this. Look at this aids. He picks up the ball goal. And then I think that was our right back maybe that had just tripped over him and made him fumble the ball out. And it's a simple finish into an empty net. It's another ridiculous goal to concede this season, and really disappointing because it should have stayed 1-0, although Mildenhall did make a couple of fantastic saves in this game. But this game does end 2-0. We have made quite a few transfers in this episode, and they haven't really worked out so far. But guys, if you have enjoyed this episode of Career Mode and want more Career Mode from me, and maybe a My Player on a Friday possibly, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new and like daily content, and I'll see you next time for another episode. Thanks for watching.